What's going on, everybody? This is Chris Miles from the Chris Miles Show. I want to thank everybody for their support of the Chris Miles Show moving forward. And be sure to catch me, Chris Miles, on all of my social media platforms. I want to say, and from the start, from the beginning, that God is merciful. He's good. To God goes all of the credit for blessing me and giving me the ability to go out here to speak so eloquently about topics and issues. Once again, you can find Chris Miles on all of my social media platforms @ I'm Chris Miles. Once again, that's @ I'm Chris Miles. Real quickly, I want to speak on the topic that is going on between that of Ryan Clark and RG3, Robert Griffin III. This particular incident between these two black men has gone nuclear. Ryan Clark is in his feelings. Robert Griffin is in his feelings because he said that Ryan Clark gave him a low blow by targeting his wife, his family. Me and Mr. Producer, the guy that is behind the content of the Chris Miles Show, we just had a conversation about this very topic, and I felt the need to, put my dime piece on it. And I initially said that I was not going to talk about it, but I am going to get in on it. And I'm going to try to be laconic because I know everybody, y'all got things to do and y'all don't want to listen to my spiel and my bullshit on the matter. All of that being said, let me just say this. I always reflect back to my time in federal prison. One thing I truly learned by going into federal prison is that loyalty is everything. To be loyal to somebody doesn't cost you anything, but it is everything. Meaning this, as I was telling Mr. Producer this morning about the situation with that of the Angel Reese and what the thing is, my take on it is this. When I was going through the feds, right, there were incidents that happened in there that was racial, or it was divided down the lines between black and white. If a black person had done something that was offensive to a white person, if he was wrong, we still had to get in the car with that black person. You know why? Because our sense of survival was based on that. We could not sacrifice him. We could go after the fact, after the shit that he did was wrong, and check him based upon what he had done, but we could not go out there and, sacrifice him. And this is the take that I want to take about the thing about Ryan Clark. If people from their perspective perceive that Ryan Clark is wrong, I got to get in the car with Ryan Clark. I got to get in the car with him. Now, and I understand wholeheartedly where Ryan Clark is coming from. If Robert Griffin is laying beside a white woman, his views are going to be obscured because he is seeing things through the eyesight of a white woman. That's what it is. This goes back to the time of King Saul. When God told King Saul to slay everything that was dealing with Edom, he could not do it because he was sleeping with Edomite women. So what I'm saying is very understanding for me, or I should say overstanding for me to understand where Ryan Clark is coming from. I don't think this negates Robert Griffin's, his perspective on many issues. But when he went out and he said that, Angel Reese hated, Caitlin Clark, I think the narrative has been set by the media. And I also think that mindset is also coming from the perspective of his wife. I do. So all of that being said, I think what Ryan Clark put out there was justifiable, and he was right about it. I don't think that this takes anything away from Robert Griffin, but Robert Griffin is seeing things through the narrative of what he lays beside every night. Now, some of you all might say, oh, well, that's a racist perspective. No, it's not. And this is the thing. People have to understand out here in life. Life is based around and it's based off of being honest. That's the thing. We don't have these conversations. So now Robert Griffin want to come out and get ESPN involved with it. Listen, man, leave ESPN out of the shit. Fight your own battles, man. Don't go out here and fuck with this man money because he said something that you disagree with and all this other shit. Okay? Now, you had an opinion about, you said what you said about that of Angel Reese. So since you said it, live with it. But I'm going to say this in closing. I think what Ryan Clark brought, what he said, he was absolutely right. And, if he's wrong, I'm in the car with Ryan Clark on this one. And despite of whatever anybody think, Robert Griffin, this has nothing. I'm not against you. And, you said what you said. But, like I said, my perspective of it is I got to ride with Ryan Clark on this one.